Hello, Soldier Boy here, and welcome to our 5-year anniversary video. Now, who can believe it's been 5 years since we started doing this full time? Now, for those that aren't aware, I don't want to talk about what kind of happened 5 years ago. There's no point in talking about it quite a bit in the last 5 years. I want to focus more on the channel, you guys, and where we're kind of at. So, 2025 as a whole has been amazing. We currently sit at 51,309 subscribers as of right now, which is incredible. Not something I thought we'd ever achieve. This year, we live streamed 178 times. We made 154 videos alongside 5 shorts, and we live streamed for a total of 636.3 hours. That's a long time, to be fair. We compare that to 2024. We did 571 hours, so quite close to what we achieved this year. We made 416 videos, so a lot more last year than we have this year. There are reasons for that, which we'll mention in a minute. We streamed 154 straight times in 2024, so a bit less than we did this year. And we made 1 short. We don't generally worry about shorts, to be fair. As I said, at 51,000 subscribers, we gained 20,039 this year, and we gained 17,386 the previous year. So we're still growing, which is the main important part. And in 2025, we played 25 different games in total. That's not including DLCs on top of those as well. I think the big caveat is the fact that we only did 154 videos compared to 416 the previous year. Now, a lot of that's down to the injuries we suffered and how that's affected the channel this year. We haven't been as consistent as I would like to be when it comes to episodic content. I've struggled massively with drowsiness to actually get this content done because I just fall asleep instead, which is really frustrating. We also lost evening streams this year because I just couldn't physically do them, and afternoon streams alongside that because of drowsiness as well. But all in all, we're still growing, which is important. I don't generally pay attention to subscribers. I didn't even know we'd hit 50,000 subscribers when we did. I had to be told about it because I don't check. That's one thing you may notice. We don't even ask people to subscribe during the live streams or during videos anymore. There's no point. It's a number that doesn't actually mean anything really. Of course, we appreciate everyone who does subscribe and then watches the content and joins us in the live streams or just says hello. It's massively appreciated, but the subscriber number is just a number. It's not something we need to focus on. And it's not what the channel's about at the end of the day. Now, we'll quickly talk about revenue. Oh, no, we won't. Let's do views first. So, in 2025, this year, we gained 168,244 views compared to 137,342 for last year. So, still, again, a sign that we're still growing and it's still going up, which is fantastic. That gives us a lifetime total views of 532,994 as of recording this. Obviously, that can change. Revenue. Now, this channel was never set up to make money. It was a way of me staying sane and me being able to have an outlet, essentially. That's why we say the anniversary is on the day that we had the accident rather than when the channel was created years before that, because we never did it properly at that point. So it's only until we count the 5 years from when we started full time because we were kind of forced to as an outlet to now. So in 2025, we have a total of, and this includes ad revenue and super thanks and donations. I think it includes donations. But we gained £154.23. So now a lot of you will go, that's not very much. But that's how ad revenue works. I think a lot of people mistake the fact that you're on YouTube, you earn a fortune from ad revenue. You don't. Money comes from sponsorships, and we generally turn down every sponsorship offer we have because it's not, I wouldn't be honest if I took it. So a lot of the sponsorship offers we've had is to say to you guys that I use a product and it's brilliant, but I don't use that product. So why would I say it's any good? Yes, we could test it out and see if it's any good, but then you're tied to saying something good about it rather than being honest. And I won't do that. So we turn down every sponsorship offer we've had so far. If someone who wants to come to me with a sponsorship offer with something we actually do and use, brilliant. Fantastic, I'll take it. But until that point, I'm not going to lie to people. I'm not going to try and hard sell people on something that I personally don't use. If we compare that revenue to last year, so it's up slightly. In 2024, we earned £122.56. Now, it took us 2 years out of the 5 years we've been going to be monetized, but in our lifetime revenue is £349.98. That's how much we've earned in 5 years, although be it 3 years really, because 2 years were unmonetized. So yeah, it's not it's not much when you look at it and see it in numbers. It's not very much, is it? But that's what YouTube is. It's not. You don't make millions on YouTube. It all comes from sponsorship and other revenue. So we do get moaned at by YouTube all the time, saying you could earn X amount more if you had memberships. Now you guys voted on memberships this year and said you don't want them, and that's fine. I don't think I can offer anything specifically just for members anyway. So that was kind of the way I was leaning, but I wanted to give you guys the choice, and that was what we decided. We may have another vote when we hit 100,000 subscribers at some point, but until then, I'm not fussed. Don't have the time to try and offer something separate anyway, so it works out really well. But the main thing this channel has done for me is give me an outlet, and it's kept me sane the majority of the time. We do talk about what's happening to me personally a bit on the channel, not really that much though. We kind of try and focus on what we're playing and the conversations with other people more than anything else, especially in the live streams. It's always good when someone comes to live streams and asks questions either about the game you're playing or about the game awards coming up, or there's something, because then you get the conversation flowing. When it comes to trolls, we have never really had that much of a problem. We've had the occasional idiot. Everyone has them, but I think we're quite lucky. Generally, although I've had a couple recently actually, but generally they come in, you kill them with kindness, and they generally back down fairly quickly. We have had a couple of people recently that have come in and said silly things. We've given them a chance, then we get rid of them. And that's how we work. But generally, we kill everyone with kindness, and I think that's the way things should be. Now, I don't want to blabber on too much for this, and I know I have a bad habit of just going on and on. So I want to just say a massive thank you, guys. The last 5 years have been incredible, and I didn't think 5 years ago we'd be here today in this position. If I go back 5 years, I think I'd still be at work, would be my main thinking. But obviously that's not possible at the minute. We don't know if it will be ever possible. But YouTube has, and I've said this before, YouTube has saved my life. Just because it's kept me going, it's kept me sane, and it's given me that outlet that I needed. I'm one of the worst people for not talking about how I feel. I really am. And I know this. I try and work on it, but I know what I'm like. But talking to you guys on live stream has been amazing, and it's a good chance to just talk. And if I wasn't streaming, but I was still gaming, I would still be talking just to no one. So it kind of works really well in that respect. But I can just talk about anything and everything. And then sometimes I have done. Sometimes it's been quite cathartic to actually get something off my chest to you guys while we're killing people in Assassin's Creed. I know it's really weird, but it works out really well. But yeah, this year hasn't been without its issues. Obviously, we've had some issues physically because of the injuries, and we're still going through all that. But all in all, I think it's been a really good year. My biggest disappointment this year has probably been the lack of videos. We've really struggled to make enough videos. Episodic content has really struggled, and that's because of me physically. But it's probably my biggest, not regret, because regret's bad, but disappointment this year. I wish we could have done more, and I am aiming for 2026 to try and get back to 2024 levels where possible. That is the aim anyway. But all in all, I think we're going really well. Really enjoyed the recent games we're playing as well. Been fantastic, and this past 5 years have been a journey. It really has. And a lot of it, as I say, is down to you guys. So I want to finish up by saying a massive thank you to you guys. We're looking forward to some fantastic games coming out in 2026. Wolverine is probably my pick, what I really want to play next year. But we'll see. Keep adding to the list, and we'll add more games as we go. Vote on them as always, and you guys will pick what comes next, as we always do. A massive thank you to you guys. It's been incredible 5 years. I plan to keep going. There's no reason to stop. As I say, we don't know if I can ever return to work. And if I do, we'll find a way to make this work. It's been amazing 5 years, and I don't expect it to stop anytime soon. So a massive thank you to you guys. You guys have been incredible. This channel is what it is because of you guys. So a massive thank you. And yeah, that's it. I won't blabber on anymore. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for all your views in 2025, all your subscribers, all your likes, your comments, conversations. And we'll see you in a live stream very soon.